Northwestern had one basketball team. It might be better.
I know. So 97136 on the ticket text. Is there a better high school to come up with, guys? Gibson, LaFontaine, Miller. Those three, right?
Gibby's a legend, so you got to give a lot of clout just for him.
A lot of people, by the way, at ticket text 97136 texting in their Caputo descriptions.
We'll get to
the questions coming up.
All right. We have a $2,000 slam coming up at 7:25. Here's T.O.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. A radio.com sports station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Miller Landscape. The preseason begins tonight for the Lions as they take on the New England Patriots at Ford Field. That game kicks off at 7:30. After a series of joint practices with the Lions this week in Allen Park, Patriots head coach Bill Belichick admitted to reporters his team has a whole lot of work to do before the regular season begins in September.
We can improve it every year. So that's what we're trying to do. Coaching, playing, running, passing, kicking, like you name it. There's a lot of things we can do better. So that's what this is for. The Lions are a good team. They're well coached. We have a lot of good players. They present a lot of problems. Some things we didn't handle very well. We need to get better. Some things are okay.
Tom Brady won't play for New England this evening. Former Michigan State Spartan Brian Hoyer instead will get the start. A week-long homestand at Comerica Park continued for the Tigers yesterday as they dropped an 8-1 decision to the Chicago White Sox. James McCann, the former Tiger, drove in 3 runs to lead Chicago's offensive attack. Brooks Koepka considered a today to win the PGA Tour's Northern Trust Open, which begins later today in New Jersey. Because of a series of thunderstorms that rumbled through the area last night, the course will open to the fans at this Kensington, which means today's early golfers, including Tiger Woods, will hit the course with no fans in attendance. One-time Michigan assistant coach Les Miles admits to the Detroit News' Angelique Shangalis that he regrets not getting the chance to become the head coach of the Wolverines after Lloyd Carr retired following the 2007 season, a job that eventually went to Rich Rodriguez. Miles, formerly the head coach at LSU and now head coach at Kansas, told Shangalis that even though the Brewers had him in the mix at the time, he believes he was never even close to getting the Michigan job. From the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Tony Ortiz. For more, go to 971theticket.com.
On 97.1 The Ticket.
Here's a couple of them. Ticket text 97136. He bet all of his chips on Joe Jimenez.
Who's Pat Caputo?
Okay, he claims to once having had a vote for the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Who's Pat Caputo?
He says it all the time.
He still does.
Pat will make a point in the very, he will make a point and the very next caller makes the same point and he argues with that person and tells him the truth.
About the road.
He was often known to utter the phrase, Jeff Backus is not that bad.
Who's Pat Caputo?
Pitbull's a dangerous breed or not? 248.
Abortion. Give us a call.
All right.
And the game's over. He spent his summers working the Gulf Coast League. He was a Baseball America Best Prospects voter. He played baseball for a brief time at St. Clair College. What's Pat Caputo?
I don't root for Michigan Stadium if Illinois wins there.
Ooh, he has an S on his chest for straight down the middle.
All right.
That was more fun than the actual Jeopardy.
Exactly. All right. 248-539-9797-971-36 is the ticket text. All right, folks. Monica Lewinsky. You emailed us about Monica Lewinsky. What's going on with
Yeah, so she has been the king, or I guess in her case, queen, of just dropping little sarcastic, funny remarks on social media. And she was back at it yesterday because Vice President Mike Pence, this week, following, of course, the mass shootings over the weekend, he, decided to make the following comment about, what people should be doing. He said, quote, "People should be spending more time on your knees than on the internet." Of course, head out of the gutter, referring to praying.
Yes.
Because that's what you should be doing.
Right.
Spending more time on your knees in prayer. Well, Monica Lewinsky, who has just been on with her responses on social media, because of course everyone took this and ran with it. She responded to this tweet with a quote saying, quote, "Definitely not me."
That's sense of humor.
I would agree. I just find it hilarious that this was one of the biggest presidential, issues,
Scandals,
however you want to phrase it. So I do wonder, because this is such a politically charged country, how do people take this? Because for me, I think it's absolutely hilarious.
Yeah.
Monica Lewinsky, is she trying to just remain relevant? I don't think so. I think she's moved on. She's matured through it all. She made her way through it, and she's trying to poke fun at herself, and have fun with it. But I do wonder if there are people out there that's it. Like, this is just, why are you responding to stuff like this? Like, can't we just move on from that disgusting, dark hour in which you were on your knees praying?
The only way you
President Clinton.
The only way, in my mind, it's somewhat inappropriate is because the comment Pence made was in reference to a tragedy related. That's the only way it's inappropriate. But if she can make fun of herself for what she did, what's next? She's gonna do something with a cigar, I think it's great to make fun of yourself. It's self-deprecating. I think that's good.
I'm right there with you. I don't necessarily, I remember the scandal and the controversy and all of that, but I don't necessarily know, how did people respond specifically to her? She was probably viewed, poorly, I'm assuming, as this home wrecker, and what are you doing? Because that's unfortunately what happens in those situations.
Unfortunately, in our sexist society, a lot of the reaction was, you couldn't do better than that. That's true. That's what people were saying back then.
So I wonder if there's more people out there that that don't find all of this funny, because this isn't the first time she's responded to a few tweets and alluded to the scandal and everything that transpired in the Oval Office. But
Well, it happened, though. You got to remember the era. The internet was still young. There was no social media.
Right.
And it made blogs. It made the Drudge Report broke the story. Because I think it was Newsweek that didn't want to run with it. They kept on backing off. They were cautious about it. They had it, and he finally ran with it, and it made blogs what they are today.
Yeah.
It made it. It made his website, and it's one of the most hit websites in the country on a monthly basis. The reaction today would be so much different. I honestly, look at our president now and some of the things he gets away with and says, and I don't agree with everything he does, but whatever. But would Clinton have survived it in this day and age?
I don't know.
With the whole Me Too stuff?
No, he probably wouldn't.
no, probably not.
No, not at all.
She also, by the way, this is on the heels of a different Twitter response, and again, it all alludes to the same thing, the scandal and everything went on with President Clinton. This was last month, okay? So in addition to the Pence response, she responded to a Twitter call-out. They do these random things on social media. And it was the worst career advice people had ever received. And she tweeted, "An internship at the White House will be amazing on your resume."
I give her credit. I
She's
actually
killing
think,
it.
I know.
seems like over the last couple of years, she's just finally said, screw it, and embraced this.
Absolutely.
And I think it's probably somewhat almost a therapy for her to do that. I
Right,
mean,
probably.
for years she just ran from it.
I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
look,
and I get that.
I'm sure she's had therapy. I'm sure she was kind of the laughing stock of America or the world for a while.
She was body shamed, unfortunately, as well. Yeah, that's got to be difficult.
Right, that's what I was referring
Yeah.
to. People always said he could do better. But you look back on it, you had an internship at the White House. People have conquests. I mean, if you're with the President of the United States,
I mean, it's pretty damn cool.
pretty
Like,
impressive.
like you're sitting around a bonfire with your friends. It's a
Yeah.
pretty damn cool story to tell.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
I know.
Right.
It's awful. Equal parts awful
Right.
as it is awesome.
You know that they called him Slick Willie. That was one of Clinton's nicknames, and then he became Stiff Willie.
I didn't know that.
I mean, let's face it. I mean, Trump is Trump. We understand.
Sure, yeah,
Stormy Daniels and all that kind of stuff. But you look at, Clinton's babes, Jennifer Flowers, you go on and on and on. I mean, he gives Trump a run for his money in that department.
Well, I mean, going way back when JFK was,
Oh, of course, Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, doing whatever he wanted and all that.
Yes.
The philandering has always been there. Not that it's, acceptable or anything, but I don't know. I find it absolutely hilarious that she's just gone totally
Yes.
to embracing it. And I'm sure, did she write a book? I'm sure she's made money off of this, appearances, interviews, things like
I
that,
would
trying to
assume
cash
so,
it.
yeah.
And she should. I mean, whatever. I don't care.
They always joke about, and it's just like a thing, all athletes cheat, or 90%
Right,
of them.
yes.
You think all presidents do?
Yes.
Really?
Or have, yes.
Yeah. Well, because I don't think most people, when you're, I don't know, getting married in that setting, you're not really marrying for love. You're marrying for the political gain, aren't you?
Well,
For the power?
It depends. It depends.
The family that you can be.
See, I
It depends when the wedding. It depends when you marry the person.
See, I
Yeah,
might be
maybe.
Mr. Naive, but I don't believe Reagan did. The first Bush, the second Bush, or Obama.
Oh, the second Bush definitely did.
You
For
think
sure.
so?
Oh, yeah.
He went through the whole alcoholism stuff earlier in his life, and
Gotta find another.
you look at his mom and
another fix.
dad, and
I don't know.
I think they all have. That's just but no proof. But it's just, I don't know. It's
Either way,
the law of the land, so to speak.
the moral of the story here, we all need to be on our knees more. Pray.
And look,
Right.
I applaud the fact that she has a good sense of humor about it. Did she ever get married, by the way?
I don't know anything about her personal life. I just know that she's a social media star now. Went from controversy late 90s to now 2019, and she's just crushing social media.
Everybody knows who she is. Our telephone number, 248-539-9797. Don't forget the $2 Slam coming up at 7:25. Hey, he came out on social media yesterday. He wants to play. Let you know about that coming up next, 97.1 The Ticket.
All right, listen up, people. Interest rates are the lowest they have been in 3 years, okay? So if you're looking to purchase a home, maybe you're looking to refinance, you want to make some upgrades around the house, you still have some time here by the end of summer and heading into fall, I want you to pick up the phone and give the team over at Hall Financial a call today, 248-308-5000. That's 248-308-5000. You don't want to talk to somebody on the phone? Fine. All you got to do is go online. You can pull up the tab right now while you're at your desk if you want, and just go to davidhallmortgage.com, and you can speak with one of Hall Financial's mortgage experts. They're known for their client service, and I can attest to this, handled everything perfectly. When I was looking to buy my first home, I was absolutely nervous. If you've listened to me for longer than 5 minutes, you know I'm not very intelligent. They had to answer a lot of questions for me, okay? And they never made me feel stupid. They answered everything. They got all the paperwork taken care of. It was done in a matter of days. Once I found the property that I wanted, they worked diligently with my realtor. Couldn't be happier with the experience overall that Hall Financial was able to provide for me, and Macy loves her little backyard. So I want you to pick up the phone today. Give Hall Financial a call, 248-308-5000. Again, could be refinancing, could be looking to purchase a new home, whatever it may be. Maybe you just want to consult and ask some questions. 248-308-5000, or go online and chat with the mortgage expert at davidhallmortgage.com.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by Schoolcraft College. The roads are still accident-free so far this morning, but you'll find some heavier traffic around a couple of construction zones. That includes 696 west from Groesbeck to Mound and 75 southbound between Lapeer Road and University Drive. Are you ready for the future? Registration for fall classes at Schoolcraft College is happening now. Classes begin August 27th. Undecided? Schoolcraft College Career Services provides assistance for students, alumni, and members of the community who need career direction or employment. For more information, visit schoolcraft.edu. I'm Michelle Pena in the WWJ 24-hour Traffic Center.
At home, in your car, or at work. Detroit's sports station.
Riley here, style advocate for Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men, and I'm advocating you do something great for your head. It's Lady Jane's in Washington Township on Van Dyke, just after 26 miles across from Target. Get the clean street, a haircut, scalp massage, and hot head and neck day. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
At Domino's, you can carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. And with carry-out insurance, we'll remake your pizza for free if anything happens to it after you leave the store. Even if it's not your fault, like if it's a flash hailstorm's fault. Or if it's a bee in your car's fault. Go, get out of here. Or even if it is your fault for taking song lyrics entirely too literally. You must ask for this limited time carry-out offer. Prices and participation may vary. Insurance coverage for this promotion applies exclusively to Domino's Pizza LLC, its affiliates, and franchisees. Restrictions apply. See Domino's.com.
You won't believe all you get included from T-Mobile for just $40 a line when you get 4 lines with AutoPay. Start with unlimited talk, text, and data on our network to use as much as you want, when you want. Like when you stream your favorite shows and movies, which you'll be doing all the time since Netflix is included with your family plan. And if you don't like nasty surprises on your bill, you'll be glad to know taxes and fees are already included, so the price you see is the price you pay. And if that wasn't enough, how about free phones for the whole family? Every new line comes with one of our latest smartphones free. So hurry into T-Mobile where it's all included.
Customers using over 50 gigs per month may notice reduced speeds. Video at 480p. Revelry free via monthly credits for well-qualified customers. 0 down plus $834 per month for 24 months. Pre-credit price $200. 0% APR. Qualifying service and finance agreement required. If you cancel, credit stop and remaining balance due. Receive Netflix Basic one screen up to $8.99 per month value. Tax and other details in store.
Texting girls for recurring automated marketing text messages. Message and data rates may apply. Free meals provided with order. Texting privacy rules and terms and conditions at textrules.us.
If you don't have the time for the grocery store but love a great home-cooked meal, Martha Stewart wants to give you 3 free meals for your own in-home taste test. That's right, Martha's Meal Kit delivery service, Martha and Marley Spoon, is giving away 3 full-size meals with all fresh ingredients and Martha's delicious recipes. Putting amazing dinners on the table has never been so easy. You'll be eating in just 30 minutes. To be part of Martha's at-home taste test and get 3 free meals, be one of the first 100 people to text TABLE to 246810. Forget about awful frozen food and unhealthy fast food. Martha wants you to enjoy 3 of her best 30-minute meals for free, so you can save time and enjoy eating dinner again. To get your 3 free, fast, and delicious meals from Martha, just text TABLE to 246810. That's TABLE to 246810. Text TABLE to 246810.
At Indeed, we believe a resume is a great way to see an overview of a candidate, but you're not hiring a resume, you're hiring a person. That's why Indeed offers tools that help bridge the gap between a candidate and a resume, like skill tests, which let you actually see a candidate's abilities in action to make sure they're a good fit for the job. See beyond the resume with Indeed. Experience Indeed for yourself today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting at Indeed.com/promo. Terms and conditions apply.
If you have frequent heartburn, take control of it with Prilosec OTC. Instead of stashing antacids everywhere, like in your junk drawer, buried under old batteries and hotel beds, or in your purse, hiding in the one pocket you won't check. You even have antacids on your nightstand, which are very hard to see in the dark. It's time you stopped stashing antacids and started taking Prilosec OTC. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn.
It's possible with Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days, not for immediate relief.
Your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers present the Ford Technology Tour. See the latest technologies developed by Ford. Visit FordTechnologyTour.com for a list of participating dealerships. Sign up now and come anytime between 5 and 9 p.m. Thursday, August 8th to Dean Sellers Ford in Troy.
Did you know there's more than one Las Vegas? There's the Strip with families on vacation and questionable odds. And there's downtown Vegas, the original gambling and entertainment mecca. That's where you'll find the Dean Las Vegas. Book your stay today at thedean.com. The Dean Las Vegas, your home for Detroit sports in Vegas. Ladies won the ticket. I'd like to remind you that when you text the ticket, standard text messaging rates apply.
Swinging line drive, pacing to right. My goodness. Rayo around third. He will score. Demeric gets the ball into Jordy Mercer at second base. 3-hit, 3 RBI day for James McCann.
Yeah, James McCann got some hits. So did the White Sox. The White Sox, they won yesterday 8-1. Tigers were very feeble. The White Sox had a runner on base every inning of the 4-game series, which they've checked as back to 1974, and they're still checking to see if it's ever happened before that in a 4-game series anywhere in Major League Baseball.
Which, by the way, did you see in between the doubleheader what James McCann made Dylan Cease do?
Yes.
Yeah, they had, 17 orders at the Starbucks. I'm assuming the one right by Campus Martius, if I'm not mistaken. He walked in his uniform, full uniform, went over to Starbucks and picked up the order for all of his teammates. That's great.
It's very, very cool.
Yeah.
Lions take on the Patriots tonight at Ford Field. For those of you who care, the Lions are 1.5-point underdogs. Colin Kaepernick, who I believe, like some believe, many believe, has been blackballed by the National Football League. I'm not going to get into whether you agree with what he stands for and all that kind of stuff. All right, we've been that way. However, I think he's probably better than many of the backup quarterbacks that are in the National Football League right now. He still wants to play. Yesterday, he tweeted video of him working out in the gym, saying he's been doing this for the past 3 years and that he's still ready. You know, for someone who definitely believes that Colin Kaepernick got screwed, I campaigned for Colin Kaepernick to be signed by teams when quarterbacks got hurt and things like that. I'm at the point now, it's 3 years already. Enough already. Just give it up. Okay? Unfortunately, you're getting blackballed. Go play in Canada or someplace if you really want to play football. Go, why didn't you play in the AAF or whatever the hell that was called, the Alliance of American Football? I'm just burnt out on the story. He's done great things, raising money, making awareness of things in this country, social injustices. He's been blackballed. There's no owner in the National Football League, I believe, that will have the balls to hire Colin Kaepernick because of the distraction, the business implications that they think it might have. So that's the way it's going to be. So
well, I 100%.
You know what? Come on, sit down with somebody and do an hour interview and give us examples where you think that you've been, blackballed. I believe he has. Have you actually tried out for I suppose he threw for Seattle at one point. You tell me, of all Pete Carroll seems like a pretty, liberal dude that he would sign him up. Supposedly the Ravens were interested at one point, but they keep hiring these. What was it, the end of last year, like Mark Sanchez and all these. I mean, really? You tell me this guy couldn't have got a job? I get it. I believe me. I think he's been screwed. I wanted him to, get hired here at one point.
I mean, let's not act like he's gotten screwed here, okay? Nike's hooked him up with a huge deal. He's making a ton of cash.
By the NFL.
He's pushing, yes, by the NFL. But he's pushing, what he's fighting for in social, justice and, everything that he's trying to accomplish off the field. I don't think there's any doubt that it's been a mandate from the NFL. You're not allowed to do it, and that's why we'll never actually know if he really wants to play the game and play the game of football, because I'd love for a team to just simply, hey, extend a camp invite at least,
yes.
A non-guaranteed contract. Come, play with us. We'll give you some snaps in the preseason. See if you're rusty. See what you look like. But we'll never get that because 1,000% isn't allowed. But Colin Kaepernick and his team are, of course, going to continue to play the victim card and use that to further his agenda, which is a good agenda. Don't get me wrong.
But what they should say is, you know what? Invite me to a camp. I'll do a non-guaranteed tryout, but
they can't, and teams can't.
No, but he would get more sympathy to me if he would even make that plea rather than send out videos of him not throwing the football, him lifting. I mean, we can see videos of anybody lifting. Doesn't mean they're ready to play in the National Football League.
No, but that's part of the reason why I don't buy that he wants to play, but I also know that teams aren't allowed to do anything with him. So it's just.
But if
he's got to use it, again, to continue to further what he's trying to do.
But if he really wanted to screw the NFL, which he should, because they're effing with him, he should say, look, any team, I'm there for you. Invite me to camp.
See, but
those Tuesday workouts.
This works just as well, though, because people will look at his workout and go, "Oh my God, he can't get a job. Look at what the kind of shape that he's in. He's ready to go." People will say he doesn't want to play football or isn't focused anymore. That's all he needs. This video is enough for his supporters to, say, "Hey, why did the NFL blackball him?"
We know why. We'll never get it actually.
The NFL also paid him a lot of money as well.
That's another thing.
Yeah.
It's the Jamie and Stoney 2 Grand Slam. Your chance to win $2,000 in 60 seconds. Brought to you by Genesis Credit Union.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the 2 Grand Slam. Heard every Tuesday and Thursday at this time. Your chance to win $2,000. We have 10 questions within 60 seconds. For every correct answer, the contestant will get $25. If you don't know the answer, pass. Use your time wisely. Go back to it. Please, like I said, $25 for each correct answer. Now, I have to say that, we've had a couple of winners in the last, 6 or so weeks. This is pretty difficult. I'm just going to say, I believe this is pretty difficult.
I can't wait for your over-under.
Okay. Let's talk to Ryan in Monroe. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm doing well, thank you.
You're a big fan of the 2 Grand Slam.
Yes, I am.
All right. I think this is difficult, but I'm going to set the bar at 6 because I think it's difficult. So prove me wrong, Ryan. Prove me wrong. Heather will ask the questions.
All right, Ryan. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, I hope you are. Here we go. Who is the projected starting quarterback for Michigan State this year?
Brian Lewerke.
Who was the NFL commissioner before Roger Goodell?
Pass.
What is the capital of Kentucky?
Lexington.
He led the Chiefs in receiving yardage last season.
Tyreek Hill.
He played Jack Burns in Meet the Parents.
Robert De Niro.
Tim Tebow won an NFL playoff game with this team.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Trevor Bauer.
Denver Broncos.
Trevor Bauer was traded to this team last week.
Cincinnati Reds.
He led the Steelers in receiving yardage last season.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
This band had the 2002 hit By the Way.
Pass.
What is the capital of Pakistan?
Pass.
Who was the NFL commissioner before Roger Goodell?
Paul Tagliabue.
This band had the 2002 hit By the Way.
Hit the bar, 6.
Wow.
Nice job. $150 for you. Way to go, Ryan.
All right, thank you.
That was one of the most difficult ones I think we've ever had. Nice
That was
job.
hard.
Yes, the 2 Grand Slam is brought to you by Genesis Credit Union. Apply for a loan any place, anytime, on any device. And so he came back and got Tagliabue for his 6th. The capital of Kentucky is Frankfurt, which is, one of those ridiculous questions that I was always asked as a kid. How do you pronounce the capital of Kentucky? Louisville or Louisville? Louisville. No, the capital of Kentucky is Frankfurt. It's like, where do you bury the survivors? Tim Tebow won an NFL playoff game with this team. He said the Broncos, but he said Pittsburgh Steelers.
Almost screwed it up.
Yes,
Yep.
indeed. Red Hot Chili Peppers had the 2002 hit By the Way. And of course, the capital of Pakistan is Islamabad.
Of course, yes.
When I saw that question, when the sheet was handed to me, and I'm pretty good with capitals, I said, if somebody gets $2,000 on these questions, they're like a savant.
I mean, he definitely knew his sports.
Yes.
You could tell pretty quick he was gonna be sharp. There's no doubt.
Yeah.
Had high hopes for him.
No doubt. So that was good. Difficult. He barreled through it and got 6 and got $150. So pretty damn cool. Telephone number is 248-539-9797. 97136 is the ticket text. One other thing I did want to briefly mention, talking about the Tigers' futility. I realize they're 33-78 now. They have to go 11-40 to avoid tying the 03 Tigers. Can they win 11 games out of the next 51? I would think so. But here's the thing. Okay, they have 4 with Kansas City here, then they play Seattle. Then they go on the road for that road trip. It's like Houston, Minnesota, and Tampa.
Well, and you asked Gardy about that yesterday. Yeah. He was not I'm not excited to look ahead to that road trip.
Oh, I know. And don't forget, they already basically have another loss because they're down by 2 or 3 runs to Oakland after 7 innings. They have to finish that game. So
I still just think
I think they're going to do it.
What I'm trying to look at, because now that's 250 ball, which is doable.
Right.
But when you package it together with the record since beginning of June, I don't understand how a team can play that bad for 4 months. It just doesn't happen in baseball. I mean, the utility records that they would set probably in a 4-month span, they would be blowing away records.
Yeah, and don't forget they have 4 games with the Orioles at home.
Yeah, they're not play 4 with the White Sox at the end of the year as well. Who knows what they're going to be? They're not going to be playing for anything. So, I mean, it just. And I actually say this. Don't take it extreme. They have been scoring some runs lately. They didn't yesterday, but they've been putting together 4 or 5 runs every game. It seems like, and more in Anaheim. Those couple wins they had. So, the hitting's what's been killing. I mean, you can't win a 3-2 game. You know?
I know. And in close games, and their bullpen hasn't been able to help them out at all either.
They can't get the green.
I don't know.
Well, they can't anymore, obviously, but they couldn't get the green.
Get the Riley Green. They called him up. He can get promoted to West Michigan, so that's some Tiger good news for the. And Trevor Rosenthal was DFA'd. All right. Yeah, finally he's our closer.
Couldn't get much worse.
Heather with news is coming up next.
The all-new Chevy Silverado is here. It's the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. There are 8 different trim levels, 6 different powertrains. So there is a Silverado for everyone. Tigers tickets could also be yours thanks to Chevrolet, and 97 won the ticket. Tune in to our show. That's Jamie and Stoney. For your chance to win, Chevrolet is the proud sponsor of the Detroit Tigers.
Scott here from Lunaridge Chevrolet with great news. Between now and August 12th, you can get additional cash bonus of up to $500 on Trax, Equinox, Colorado, Traverse, and the all-new Blazers. Plus, get up to 20% off on Silverados. Check us out on the web at switchtoLunaridge.com. Additional bonus cash ends August 12th, so hurry in. Lunaridge Chevrolet, located at the corner of Plymouth and Haggerty Roads in Plymouth. For details, call 877-55-CHEVY. Save money when you make the switch to Lunaridge. Chevrolet, find new roads.
Amy, what brings you into the Xfinity store?
I heard a drum roll. What's the big announcement?
It's the Xfinity Best Deal of the Year on internet and TV.
That deserves better. Give me the sticks.
We're talking huge savings.
I heard that.
Plus even more savings when you add Xfinity Mobile.
That calls for a little...
Amy?
Sometimes you gotta let the sticks take the wheel, you know? Hurry in today. The Xfinity Best Deal of the Year ends September 5th. That's simple, easy, awesome. Get huge savings on internet and TV with the top 4 networks included for only $70 a month for 2 years with a 2-year agreement. With 2 years of DVR service and 1 year of Showtime included. And ask about even more savings when you add Xfinity Mobile. You could get $250 back. Don't miss it. Go to Xfinity.com, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit an Xfinity store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay. Restrictions apply. New extra TV and flash internet customers only. Equipment, taxes, and fees, including BTV and RSN fees extra and subject to change. After 2-year agreement term and 1 year Showtime promo, regular rates apply.
Did you know Ray Wiggins Nursery supplies trees and shrubs to over 1,000 of the best landscape contractors in southeastern Michigan? Well, it's true. Ray Wiggins Nursery has an 800-acre growing facility right here in southeastern Michigan, growing a huge selection of trees and shrubs for every kind of landscaping project. Currently, we have over 10,000 shade and ornamental trees in stock and even a greater number of beautiful shrubs. Here's your chance to take advantage of our massive tree and shrub sale. All shade and flowering trees are all 20% off. All flowering shrubs are 20% off. All 1, 2, and 3 gallon size perennials are all 20% off. And all patio furniture is now 50% off. And there's great savings on much more. Be sure to visit our website at WeekendsNursery.com. Remember, for the best quality, selection, value, and service, buy direct from the nursery. Ray Weekends Nursery, in Macomb Township, on Romeo Plank Road. We make it worth the drive.
I never get sick. Never taken a sick day. I'm not going to let a little thing like 100-degree fever stop my business. You know what really makes me sick? Downtime. You know the cure to downtime? Grainger. With same-day pickup, next-day delivery options, and time-saving inventory solutions, Grainger keeps our facility running and fit as a fiddle. Some people go to the doctor. I go to America's trusted source for industrial supplies because Grainger's got my back. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by to see for yourself. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
At Indeed, we believe a resume is a great way to see an overview of a candidate, but you're not hiring a resume, you're hiring a person. That's why Indeed offers tools that help bridge the gap between the candidate and the resume, like skill tests, which let you actually see a candidate's abilities in action to make sure they're a good fit for the job. See beyond the resume with Indeed. Experience Indeed for yourself today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting at Indeed.com/promo. Terms and conditions apply.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike DeFuro of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, log on to NBPHealth.com.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the Radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere. Brought to you by the LaFontaine Automotive Group, the family deal.
7:35 on this Thursday. It's Heather's favorite day of the week.
It's here, Thursday.
Going to be in the 80s. Possible slight chance of a thunderstorm tonight, but not. Which we should be dry.
Good.
And you're going to be down at Comerica Park.
Oh, I will. I'll be there again.
As the
Yes.
Tigers try for win number 34.
Yeah, don't say the words rain delay around Heather.
No,
okay?
don't. I get very angry.
Especially on a Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, even worse on a Thursday. Yeah.
Settle down. It's not going to happen. It's okay.
Better not.
Well, hopefully not.
Better not. It can happen right after I leave. That's fine. As long as I, hold out to the 7th inning, I'm totally good with that.
It looks like something's brewing over Chicago. Or might be moving in here.
Uh-oh. What's up with the news, Heather?
Well, the mother of the El Paso shooter says that she actually called the cops weeks before the massacre went down because she was concerned about her son owning this AK-type firearm. She says that she actually told police she had concerns because of his age, his maturity level, and lack of experience handling that type of weapon. And she was told, however, that because he was 21, he was legally allowed to purchase the weapon.
The problem with that is, though, she never gave him his name.
Or her name.
Right.
She never said who she was or who he was.
So they couldn't even,
Exactly.
watch from afar,
Yep.
It's very sad, obviously, but when you have something that's that close, that maybe if you would have said, your name and
Or sounded, been a little bit more very concerned and said, hey, this is who I am, this is who my son is, here's why I am concerned.
Everything needs to be taken seriously.
It's also very upsetting to hear this. When I first found out about this, I was like, that's what they're telling everyone to do. If you see something, say something. If you're concerned about something, say something. And here this mom actually had concerns and she said something, but they didn't really. But also they didn't push it any further.
I know.
At the same time, she didn't say who her son was or who she was, but they told her he's 21, he's fine, and they didn't seem concerned back at the time. It sounds like, anyway, but devastating to hear that. All right, so Canadian police have discovered the bodies believed to be the missing teen fugitives suspected of killing 3 people. Their discovery actually came after a 2-week manhunt. And, it took people a long time. They had divers come in to look for these guys. They couldn't find them. They were found in this dense brush area by this river. And obviously, if you're not aware, they're accused of killing an American hiker and her Australian boyfriend, along with another man from Vancouver.
So karma got him. It seems. Right? No?
Yeah.
Caught up with him.
I guess. Sure. If that's the right form of karma. Yeah. If that's yes.
Justice.
Yes, exactly.
It would have been
Justice karma.
would have been great if 2 hikers came up to them and shot them right in the wherever. That would have been better karma.
Yeah, no, I guess
to
that's
receive
true.
the same thing he did to the other people.
Yeah.
But
Well, they're in the same place anyway.
We can work that into the justice system. You have to die the same exact way you murder your victim.
I would love that. I think that would be fabulous.
The eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind it.
So a YouTube star is now being investigated by the LAPD after she accidentally posted this really disturbing video of her abusing her dog to her channel. So she was trying to do this prank, I guess. It didn't actually
watch the real footage because she later posted the actual prank she was trying to post with her dog, a Doberman, but she posted the wrong one first, and I did watch it. I didn't want to, but I did just so I knew what it was. In the video, you see her yelling, you see her hitting, you see her shoving this Doberman to the ground, and she said she posted it by mistake, and she has later released an apology saying that she is not a dog abuser or an animal abuser in any way. The dog wasn't hurt, but apparently the Animal Cruelty Unit is aware of the video and they're investigating.
Good.
Yeah, exactly.
I just pulled up the video separately, again, just right now, and the dog just wants to play. The dog doesn't understand that
She has no idea that she's trying to film a video for her YouTube channel.
Right. Zero need to be that excessive.
The dog is not being aggressive at all.
No.
At all.
Just thinks that she's on the ground because she wants to play.
And normally when you get on the ground or get closer to the dog's level,
that's usually what it means.
Exactly.
Exactly, yeah. Just put the dog in the other room. Put the dog outside.
Rub my tummy.
I think she needed the dog for the video. She was going to do something. She'd set up like saran wrap or something at a door and wanted to watch the dog run into it, which is stupid in its own right, but whatever. So she needed the dog there. The dog was part of it, but the dog wasn't doing what she wanted it to do.
Oh, sorry. Probably because it's a dog, How are they supposed to know?
Right. Exactly. So, Disney just announced that it's remaking Home Alone. And as I can see Bogey shaking his head automatically, it's not going over very well, but they announced that it's going to be available on Disney Plus. And not only are they remaking Home Alone, they're also going to remake Night at the Museum, Cheaper by the Dozen, and Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Because why? They have nothing else to create.
Those weren't good the first time around.
Home
why?
was.
Wait, Home Alone, of course. Come on, it's a classic.
Yes.
I'm talking about Night at the Museum, Cheaper
Yes.
by the Dozen. Who cares about any of those? Go ahead. Yeah,
Nobody.
exactly.
If they care about it, they're going to watch the original. And like I said, everyone's kind of, up in arms over this Home Alone remake. And even Macaulay Culkin got involved. He jumped online. He posted a picture of himself on Instagram. And it's actually not a pleasant photo at all. He's sitting there with his big butt hanging out. He's in his underwear. He's got food kind of strewn all over the place. And he put the caption, "This is what an updated Home Alone would actually look like."
There's just certain movies that shouldn't be touched.
Agreed.
I don't know. I even have struggled with The Lion King. I know it's a different animation, but I haven't gone to see it. I don't know that I want to see it.
The live action one?
Yeah, the one that's out now with the new voices.
Is it live action or no?
Live action, no.
Is there humans in it?
No. It's the updated animated
It's like the cats
version.
Where there's humans playing the animals.
It looks super realistic in what Beyonce's voice is in.